Princeton traffic, helicopter 00 Hotel, taking the active 28 at Bravo, Princeton.
Why are we fighting the wind so much?
What?
Why are we fighting the wind so much?
Straight crosswind?
Good. What is that, LT?
I don't, 10 is clear. Still quite right.
Yeah, so I try to teach wind is a good, real, know where that wind is.
Yeah.
You go what to expect on it too.
Highlight trail gives it green, 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 amps good, feels good, coverage of the on full. I'm gonna try to leave my power where it's at for this takeoff.
Alright.
Princeton traffic, helicopter 00 Hotel, on the go, 28, right close traffic, Princeton. I'm just gonna slowly maintain my head over the ground at the collective. I'm gonna slowly inch forward on the cyclic. Slowly inch forward, leaving the power where it's at. Maintaining directional control with my pedals.
Good. If you got power to hover, you got power to take off.
Got 40 knots, so I'm gonna transition to a 60 knot pitch attitude.
I'm gonna put it up a little more.
I can pull below more power. Staying in trim with my pedals. You added a little more carb heat?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got full carb heat for you. So
Glide
you're gonna
clear
add
right?
an inch and a half clear right to those
Right to the left.
to those power settings.
Okay. Princeton traffic, helicopter 00 Hotel, right crosswind, 28 Princeton.
The left pedal for trim.
Get that airspeed back.
I'm gonna get pushed a lot with that wind.
Yep, so hug it. Or we're gonna go downwind fast.
Yep.
Alright. I pull some power back in here. Keep my climb coming. Princeton traffic, helicopter 00 Hotel, right downwind 28 Princeton.
Left pedal.
My power.
Good. More left pedal and trim. There you go. I'll have you check the carb heat with your left hand.
Okay. Dark engine, green, 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 amps good, feels good, carb utility all coming full. Start my initial descent.
Alright.
I pitch for a
Pull
sec.
it down for you again. There you
Yeah,
go.
thank you. Get some airspeed back here. You know, also want to try is making that, adding more power on my steeps further out.
Okay.
I think I'm thinking about it
Let's do a steep now.
like an accelerator. Like I'm thinking if I add more power, I'm gonna go faster. But if I counter that with, you know, some aft cyclic, I won't be going fast, right? Princeton traffic, helicopter 00 Hotel, right base 28 Princeton.
At some point, you're going to get slow enough where if you don't bring that power back in, you're going to start coming down, and you're going to start coming down quicker. So, in initial slow up, you're going to have to slow and lower that collective. Then you're going to have to kind of bring a little bit of power back in, and you want to keep some airspeed. Let's level off 800. Let's do it at 800 or
Okay.
700.
Okay. Princeton traffic, helicopter 00 Hotel, final 28 Princeton.
So remember, we got a pretty good cross or headwind right now.
This is going to be like cheating for a steep right now. Fire's losing the airspeed.
Yeah, so bring that power back. Keep 60 knots for now, because look how slow we are across the ground, right?
Yeah.
So the steep side, you know what ETL feels like, so I'll kind of shoot it as how fast it looks like I'm getting to my spot. And I'm going all visual right now. I'm just glancing at my gauges every once in a while.
Yeah, because I guess I am going to have to dump once I start walking it back.
Yep, because otherwise you're going to pick the nose out, right? And you're going to climb too much power. So you'll take some out, but then you have to bring some back, otherwise you're going to lose that altitude. So bring some power back in, and you can, we'll keep the, because we're kind of going slow still. It's got to get real steep. So I'd start slowing up a little bit now. Bring a little power back in, so we don't descend. Left pedal in trim. And if we have a good crosswind or something, we can stay in trim even below 50 feet. Good, now I just check a little bit of power so we don't descend anymore, and this is a good airspeed.
So then you're going to pick up where the dash hits, you think?
Yep.
Okay. So
I mean, every helicopter is going to be a little different, but
yeah.
that's in here, that's what I like to do.
So don't even start descending yet.
Yeah, we know what ETL feels like, so when we get the ETL, we're just going to lower the collective a little bit, and it'll start coming down. Princeton helicopter short, final 28, Princeton. Repeats up, and then when you like this descent, you can just lower collective a little bit. Don't drop that nose though.
Okay.
There you go. And if it's getting a little steeper, we could lower, right? Because we're above ETL. We could change that angle. We don't want to change it right at the bottom. We could change it up here.
Right.
We'll stay in trim. There you go. We're not even at ETL yet. You always want that forward airspeed, a little bit of forward. That'll keep you out of that settling. So that wind's just kind of holding us up here a little bit more.
Yeah.
We could have dumped collective just a little more in the beginning.
Okay. And you can dump it now if you have the airspeed, right?
You can, yep. But see how we're getting close? We don't want to start coming straight down. So we'll extend just a little more.
Yep. Like the second dash.
Yep. And you can even slow up a little bit more and lower just a little bit. That wind's going to try to hold you up here a little more. That's our add some power. Good. Slow that descent now. Don't want to come down. We just want to slow that. A little bit forward. Good. Get ready with that left pedal because that wind's going to want to blow us to the right. Good. Yeah, so if it wasn't as windy, we probably would have had a nice
controlled descent.
Yep, exactly. But when you got a little wind guys, it could help you, could kind of lift you up a little bit.
Yeah.
So then you might have to overcompensate and lower the collective a little more, then bring it back. You're constantly making little adjustments. I'm gonna bring it down for you.
Yep, sorry.
That's right.
Alright, lights are wreckage, green, amps good, feels good, Carpatelio. Princeton traffic, helicopter 00 tow, on the go, 28, right close traffic, Princeton. Alright, so once again, I'm going to maintain my height over the ground, like collective. I'm going to start engine forward. Directional control with my pedals. Little collective stay off the ground. Over 40 knots, there's 40 knots, I'm going to bump up.
Good.
Pitch for 60, put in trim.
And carpet is still full up. Tell you what, it's probably not fun to do bowling patterns in this wind right now. Plane coming across above us. Forward a little bit.
Sky clear right.
Clear right.
Princeton traffic, helicopter 00 tow, right crosswind 28 Princeton. Alright, I'm going to pitch for 60, get my airspeed back, continue my climb. Downwind's clear. Princeton traffic, helicopter 00 tow, right downwind 28 Princeton. Try not to bleed off that airspeed. Lane and trim. I mean, once you get the confidence of your spiel, it's kind of the same shit over and over.
Yep. I would imagine he probably will not have you talk through every every pattern. But it's good to talk because you're going to be doing it a lot.
Yeah.
Especially with newer students.
Alright, beam the numbers. We're going to go light trail gauge at green, green, green. Amps good, feels good. Carby tail the yellow and full.
Okay.
Stay in trim. Start my initial descent. So I'm just going to lower a little collective here. Hold 65 knots on my airspeed.
Alright. And what we'll do is we'll put it right down on that number 8.
Okay.
We're gonna come right through the hover and just come set it down on the ground.
I get some of that airspeed back. Clear to the left. Base is clear. Princeton traffic helicopter 00 Hotel, right base 28 Princeton. May level off 700 again.
Okay.
I'm gonna add a little collective just to stop that descent. I'm pushing those forward so I nose doesn't come up. Keep that airspeed. Final is clear. Princeton traffic helicopter 00 Hotel, final 28 Princeton. I got that weird cut out.
Yeah, we're getting a new switch for that.
Alright, so I'm gonna stay in trim with my pedals. I'm gonna push a little forward so I don't slow down.
Alright. Keep the altitude.
Add a little collective to stop that. Then I truck it. Feels good. Carby tail the yellow. Still full.
Bring your arm back up.
Yep. Sorry.
Now we're just intercepting that angle. Cyclic's going to control our rate of speed to get there. Collective's going to control our angle. 10. Left pedal and trim.
Kind of the opposite from the other day.
What's that?
We had to cross it from the right the other day.
Oh yeah. Good, so while we got some airspeed, we could lower that collective to keep that angle, right?
Yeah.
Left pedal, stay in trim the whole time. It's going to float us up here a little bit. To hit that rumble, we're going to ride the rumble down. Left pedal, stay in trim. Got some birds. I'd stay in trim even more. That's going to help with that airspeed, that ETO. Otherwise that needle's going to drop. Gotta start lining up now. Look at our descent. Above 300, not going to get unsettling. We're going to come all the way down to the ground.
Is that down?
Yep, all the way down. Get a load of that collective, and we are going to do max performance takeoff.
Okay, cool. Do you like to teach yours from hover or from the ground?
I'll teach them both. It depends on what power we have. We have more power pulling from here on the ground, but I'll teach them both ways.
Okay.
But the main thing is try to keep a 40 knot attitude, which is kind of right like this. So when we pick up, we're going to pull all the way to that.
Into traffic helicopter 00 Hotel, maneuvering on the active 28 Princeton.
We're going to pull all the way to that max power and have a little bit of forward.
The unit call to Fox Whiskey radio test.
And we're sitting on the numbers right now. Where you at?
Oh, it's a radio test.
Oh, good. Not clear.
All right.
Radio track loud and clear.
So real life, we check the mags.
Yep.
But since we just checked them before, we know they're good.
Okay.
RP is down. Actually, I'm just a little bit ahead of you.
Radio check.
All right. So when you're ready, talk me through it, and you can do it.
Radio track loud and clear.
Thanks. What do you prefer, picking up to a hover first, a low hover?
Nope.
Okay, you're
No, we're just gonna pull all the way. We're gonna get light on the skids, and we're just gonna come all the way up to that max power.
Okay, 20.
So 24 and a quarter.
Okay.
So right about 24 and a quarter. Then whatever we get, whatever climb angle we get, that's what we get.
All right, let's go green. Have to confuse copies. Fly as required. Princeton traffic helicopter 00 Hotel on a go 28. Right close traffic, Princeton. All right, so I'm gonna be ready with that left pedal.
Got a little bit of forward, just right about there. Yep.
All right.
And there, so pitch for 60. Good, hold the power for 5 minutes.
There's your.
Watch our power, lower a little bit.
Yep.
Good. So we just run a little bit of forward airspeed. That way, if we had an engine failure or something, we don't want to be coming straight down, right? We can have a little bit. I'm gonna pull some car beat for you.
Okay.
Going up a lot faster than I thought.
Got wind, right?
Yeah.
Got clear left, got clear right. Princeton traffic helicopter 00 Hotel, right crosswind 28 Princeton. Push a little forward and maintain that airspeed in the turn.
Good. And the other thing is we got 5 minute power, right? So we'll hold that power for 5 minutes. Because chances if we're using that, we want to get out of somewhere.
Princeton traffic helicopter 00 Hotel, right downwind 28 Princeton.
So we'll take advantage of that max 5 minute power.
Okay.
Princeton traffic 2
Left pedal.
1,000 feet, 6 miles north of the field. Coming in for 28.
Alright, car beat's full up for you.
Thank you. Get that airspeed back.
Yep, good. So once we get to that 1,000 feet, we'll pitch for that 75.
there, Echo Fox?
Bumpy.
Yeah, I figured.
Actually, if you climb around the 3,000, maybe 3.5, it's really not bad.
Alright, let's start.
Cool.
Green, good, go. And fall. Start minus 10.
What are we doing?
I mean, this guy's gonna be upset probably if we do another steep that takes that long. The guy north of the field for 28. Princeton traffic helicopter 00 Hotel, right base 28 Princeton.
That's alright, we can do it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna extend into the downwind anyways. Keep in trim, add some power, level off.
Alright.
My airspeed back.
How far out is he?
He was 6 north. He's probably gonna overfly the field now.
Oh, yeah.
Left downwind.
Yep. I think it's that Cirrus. It should be fast. But
That airspeed fluctuation.
yep.
Princeton traffic, helicopter 00, tell right bait, final 28 Princeton.
I think we went out of trim. That's why I shot up.
Yeah.
If you kick it out of trim real quick, you're gonna watch that airspeed. See that?
Yeah.
That's why I want to stay in trim the whole time, especially
Okay.
on a steep.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's like just like a big block in the air.
Yeah. I mean, it almost wants to streamline if I just loosen up my feet, you know?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. When you got airspeed, it wants to. It wants to, unless you're making large power adjustments, it wants to stay for the most part pretty much in trim.
As I notice, if I get tense on my feet, that's when you're like struggling to stay.
Princeton helicopter short final 28 full stop on the runway, Princeton.
Alright, so I'm gonna level off at 6, and that's where I ended up.
Princeton traffic 2 to Foxtrot over the field at 2,000 feet, landing at 45 entry to left downwind 28 Princeton.
Alright. We'll make those adjustments sooner than at the end.
Climb head descent rate looks good.
Yeah.
Right.
As long as you're above ETL, it could be 500 feet.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We just don't want it towards the end. So we'll bring that back, and that's why we stay in ETL. We'll be out of that settling. We won't even have to worry about it.
And I guess you have to if you feel that rise right there, right?
Yep, you're going to have to lower it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's windy.
Yep. Must be gusting to like 23, 25 knots. And it's supposed to be like pretty consistent from like 12 to 15 knots. Good. Much
Cool.
better.
Let's do max performance from a low hover.
Alright, let's see what we got.
Alright,
Some
good.
car feeds off. Just give me a left pedal turn. See where that guy is.
Go clear
He's going to
right.
be right behind us. Go settle it down.
I don't see him yet.
Nope, we're good. Watch that. Princeton helicopter's on to go 28. On to go 28 Princeton. Alright,
Alright, so I'm gonna...
mags are good. 24 and a quarter.
Alright.
Watch those birds out.
With you, we're going to line up in way 28. We're going to depart 330 Princeton.
Yeah, on the go. A little forward speed, all the way up
Yeah.
to 1 1/4.
Good. And you are clear. Just watch all those birds.
Okay.
We'll come off to the right if we gotta. Keep the power.
Princeton
Good.
traffic 2 to Foxtrot left downwind 28 Princeton.
Good.
Yeah, those are fun.
Little
huh?
car feet. Yep, I like them.
Elevator.
Today it's actually really good because we got that ETL without even really going anywhere.
Coming up 5 feet.
All right.
Alright, it's called clear left and right.
Princeton traffic 2 to Foxtrot
Princeton traffic helicopter 00 tail right crosswind 28 Princeton. That 24 1/4 in.
Lower a little bit. You got your curve heat.
Get my airspeed back. Princeton traffic helicopter 00 tail right downwind 28 Princeton.
And we'll level off 75,000 feet. So take some power out. Find that straight level.
Traffic 61, close up final 28 Princeton.
There he is over the quarry.
Got him. Hold your hand up.
Alright, airspeed back. I target to green, amps good, feels good, covers what they are. And fall.
Bend. Curious to see what our ground speed is.
Start my initial descent. My airspeed back.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah, flying away from the wind like that.
What's that? Flying what?
Flying with a tailwind, to get your normal airspeed, you're really moving.
Yep.
Princeton traffic helicopter 00 tail, right base 28 Princeton.
This is traffic 61, partial clear there.
Isn't there someone in the run-up area?
Nope. That guy took off.
Princeton traffic helicopter 00 tail, final 28 Princeton.
Another steep.
Yeah.
Is that thing hooked up to your headset too? Or it just looks out the video?
Yeah, we have audio, it's separate though.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah, I didn't know if you hooked it up to your headset too or...
Yeah, I have another cord. That's what that little thing is. Alright, so I'll level off at 700, try to keep 60 knots here, stay in trim. I also can't let you distract me to fuck this up.
Hey, you're gonna have plenty of that in the future.
I might check out Evans.
Now, Princeton traffic helicopter is on VOR Alpha. We're 2.5 miles out.
VOR Alpha.
Princeton traffic helicopter 00 tail, short final 28 Princeton. Evan's like, how do you like that Forerunner? During my checkout with them, I like
Oh yeah.
completely fucked it up my approach.
How do you like it?
Fuck you. Alright, so stay in trim. If I stop descending, I'm gonna need to lower the collective a little bit. Keep an eye on my airspeed, make sure well above VTO.
To stop descending, we need a lower collective?
Stop descending, we need to raise collective.
There you go.
If I'm not descending, I'll need to lower a little.
In trim, left pedal.
Yeah, it's really wanting to hold up and stay up here.
Yep. Oh, imagine how fun an auto would be in this.
Bellevue Hotel, what's your location?
Short final 2-8.
Say that again, it's hard to hear you.
Short final 2-8.
Roger, helicopter is joining you right now, wind slow 28.
Alright, so I'm going to pull some collective to get rid of that descent rate. I got the airspeed and continue that forward movement. Directional control and trim with my pedals. A little normal, but
all right. Yeah, I guess they don't want to go south.
alright, what else do you want to do with this wind, you think? Probably
Uh,
shouldn't do slopes or run-ons or autos.
yeah. Even hover autos, I'd say, probably not. Well, let's go. Let's exit the.
Yep. Exit the runway.
Yeah.
Princeton traffic, helicopter 00 Hotel. Clear the active 28, crossing the south grass to taxiway, Princeton.
We go down and see how their hover autos would be. We can do a quick stop over there.
Princeton traffic, helicopter turning final 28, Princeton.
I mean, into the wind, hover autos might not be
Yeah.
too bad if it's not gusting.
You gonna go to quick stop?
How do air taxi down there?
Yep. Princeton helicopters on Alpha, maneuvering in West End.
So bump up to 40 and 40.
All right.
A little high?
I'd go a little higher.
Okay.
That's good. You're at the top of the windsock, how you kind of go. That little bar. And you can count it down whenever you're ready.
And then come into a steep.
Yep.
Okay. We go into the parking area over there?
Yep.
Yeah. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Lower collective. Half cyclic. Settle. Bring it back in.
Good. And then we treat it like a steep approach. So we could probably come back a little bit more. But the key is you don't want to balloon up, right? Or you don't want to sink. So the amount of collective you're going to use is going to kind of be related to the amount of collective you're going to use.
Okay.
Or cyclic, sorry.
Yeah, so if you're gonna get more aggressive, you're gonna dump a lot more collective.
Yep.
Center.
But then you're going to have to bring it back, right, as you pitch forward?
Yep.
Because you don't want to come straight down.
Yeah, so where's the wind? Right here.
Helicopter cleared, active 28, Princeton.
Let's go right in the middle, do a pedal turn. Let's see where that wind's coming from.
28, Princeton.
Maybe around 240, 250.
Yeah, it's a little more.
But it looked like it was kind of going almost down the runway at some point. So,
Up there, right?
all right. Yeah, I'd say pretty consistent, maybe 240. That building should be pretty good.
Yep.
I'll just hold the hover here and see what that wind's doing.
Okay.
It's gonna start fluctuating on us. Alright, so while we're doing it, we can talk through the steps for the hover auto.
Okay. So, want to have an underhand grip on the throttle so I don't accidentally roll it up.
Alright.
When I roll off the throttle, I'm gonna have to add right pedal.
How much right pedal?
Much as we need.
Alright. So it's gonna be pretty much equivalent to, if you roll off slow, you're gonna put it slow, right? If you're just fully push that throttle off, you're gonna need to dump a lot of right pedal.
Yep. And then let it settle a little bit before I pull.
Alright.
That'll settle cushion. And then, before, since we're taking the torque out, since we're taking the throttle out, not a rush to get the collective back down, right?
What, when we're on the ground?
After we pull.
No, we don't have to. One thing to remember though, we're holding left cyclic, right, for translating tendency?
Yeah, we're going to lose that.
So we're going to need to add a little bit of right, otherwise we're going to drift left.
Yep.
But instead of really worrying about that drift, just try to maintain this. You're going to fix it automatically if you just focus on maintaining this spot.
Yep.
But otherwise, I've had students where they overthink it and they pull too much right, and then we go.
Yep.
So I try to just teach. You roll off right pedal. Aircraft's going to settle. You're going to raise collective. And just try to maintain that spot.
Okay.
Maybe a little more on the left, I think, with the wind.
Okay, we're away from all the cracks.
I try to turn a little bit more that way, see if that does it.
Okay, it was a little back the other way now.
You always check that windsock again, right?
Yeah.
Be a little bit of a right pedal. Check it real quick.
Okay. Tail clear left.
It's right down the runway now.
Okay. Ready? Yeah, and I don't need to chop the throttle. We can roll off slow.
All right.
First one. All right, ready?
Yep.
Reposition your hand on the throttle. We're gonna roll off together. Right pedal.
All right, and just count me down when you're ready.
Yep. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Roll up. Right pedal.
A little bit more
right. A little bit more right cyclic.
Yep. We didn't take that. There you go. Set to right cyclic. Good.
Stabilize 75 for a second. Take loose. Governor's on.
There's that sweet spot.
Pedals are neutral, rolling it on up.
So we'll just add a little right. Try to maintain that spot.
Mr. Traffic, Houston, on approach of final to 8.
I'll check it. Green. Grip on that throttle so the governor does his job. Eyes outside. Start process. Getting light on the skids. Notice any movement of the nose. Make that correction with left, a little more left pedal. More left pedal, comes straight up.
Good.
Eyes outside.
So we'll just add a little more right. Heading didn't really change, so that was good.
Gonna get away over this crack.
Okay.
Off a little. Alright. Gonna get stabilized here. Alright, I'm gonna reposition my hand on the throttle.
Alright.
I'm gonna be rolling off slowly on the throttle. Needing to add right pedal. A little bit of right cycling. As required. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Just try to stabilize that arm a little more.
My cyclic arm?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because it hit the wrong thing and pedals are neutral.
Okay.
Governor's on.
Mr. Traffic, Houston, on approach clear the active.
Yeah, not every piece of pavement
Center that.
is cyclic gonna be as forgiving.
Yep. Never practice these in the grass.
Yeah.
Always on the pavement.
I like Tarek, you do a green, green, green.
Okay.
Feels good. Pick up with a 2-step process. Light grip on the throttle, let the governor do the job, eyes outside. Step process, look for any movement in the nose. Eye movement, stop where the collective is, add a little more, like, left pedal to counteract that. Let's go. Good. Tail clear right.
Clear right.
I'm just gonna
full carb heat.
That's where you tell your student, not so fast, Bronco. Especially in the wind.
Yep, so try to stay over that spot, left pedal turn. Don't let that wind push you, right? Because remember, you're gonna have to move that cyclic around with that wind.
Yeah. Yeah, that was more like just riding, letting her.
Just riding the wave.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, do one more.
Alright.
Gonna reposition the grip on the throttle.
So when it's windy, everything slows down.
Yep.
Nothing's rushed.
Right. Reposition the grip on the throttle.
Alright.
Eyes outside.
You could do it your normal way if you want for now.
Okay.
It's windy.
Ready? Stop that fork.
Good, settle that
Movement.
down.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Good. So we had some aft cycling, that's why we touched a little bit aft skids, but good. We'll work on them.
The traffic, Takeoff 9520 is scheduled 5 miles final on Naviera.
I think it's the wind today that's fighting us.
But then if you do, on the flip side of that coin about no rush to get the cyclic down, if that's, or collective down, if that starts to happen, get it down, right?
Yeah, you can put it down.
You don't want to be bouncing around.
Nope.
That's the only way to stop that.
Yep. And you want to make sure, remember, we want to roll all the way into that detent on these because we're lifting full collective, right? We don't want that correlator to come back and add that power.
Right. You think
So it could be,
might have been-
we probably didn't fully roll into that detent. That's why we had some power still in there.
Okay. Alright, so to pick up, we're going to do a 2-step process. Eyes outside.
All right.
Going to roll the throttle on up. Governor is on. Once rock gauge is green.
Ooh, that's cold now. Gotta center that cyclic. Good, let's pick up, let's do a 360-degree turn. Stay
Okay.
right over this spot.
Okay. Eyes outside. Slowly raise the collective. Lose grip on the throttle. Let the governor do his job.
Princess Rocky, what is 5 of 3 miles to northeast on the Bureau Alpha Bridge Princess.
Adding a little left pedal.
All right.
Dissipating that yaw. A little too much left pedal. A little bit of that up. Straight up. Upper right.
Good, start transition that aft cyclic when we start this turn. Good, and now if we're gonna hover, we're gonna tack to the tail and just kind of use that as like a brake.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't need carb heat as much. Just watch our power. I got carb heat off now.
Okay.
I got on a little bit, so
Yeah, if we keep it at under an hour, I can come in more often. I think
Yeah, that
it'd
works
be
for
more
me.
beneficial than flying for an hour and a half and then crying
yeah.
when I run out of money.
Yep.
And
Whatever you want to fly for, that's fine with me.
yeah, fly the aircraft. Don't just ride these winds. I mean,
Yep. So since he's there, let's go in between these. Just
Okay.
watch the.
blocks and cords.
Yep. So windy conditions, I'll come to a full stop, make my turn, because if you try to shortcut it, you're gonna get blown around.
Yeah.
Just watch that tail on those lights, make sure you clear the light.
Especially in the right pedal turn too.
Yep. We could do a right pedal turn, do 360, right? We just want to make sure it's slow, we don't want to rush anything. Good. And we got some power we could do. We could bump up a little bit higher just to clear these blocks. Watch that plane.
Yep.
Good. You can bring it back down. We're clear.
Okay. Man, he's renting space to everyone out here, huh?
Yep.
Go clear, right?
All right. We got a lot of mechanical turbulence today over here.
Eyes all the way outside.
Good. Settle it back down.